Welcome to Start-Upathon, where your dreams of becoming a boss and CEO can come to life with 10% equity in a groundbreaking startup, and all without needing formal qualifications. Imagine a world where your passion and determination are all you need to succeed. At Persist Ventures, we believe that greatness isn't about what you have, but what you can achieve. Your journey to the top starts with a spark of ambition and a relentless drive to make a difference. Guided by Jim O'Neill, founder of the Thiel Fellowship, the same program that empowered visionaries like Vitalik Buterin and Dylan Field, we're here to ignite your potential. These trailblazers didn't wait for opportunities, they created them, and so can you. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter, it's forged through ownership and perseverance. With Persist Ventures, you're not just joining a project, you're stepping into the role of CEO with the tools, support and resources to turn your vision into reality. Our network will help you build, grow and fundraise, transforming your ideas into impactful successes. Think about the giants of the tech world. Uber wasn't profitable for a decade, but with unyielding persistence and strategic support, they changed the game. This is the power of resilience. And it's exactly what we offer you at Persist Ventures. We help you navigate the challenges, scale your ideas, and turn dreams into reality. Remember, it's not just about having a great idea, it's about the persistence and belief that drive you to make it happen. Together, let's turn ambition into achievement. Welcome to Start-Upathon, where your path to success begins today.
What's up, everyone? I have one of the most exciting ideas for India in front of you. If you're someone who wants to solve all the problems in the world, then this is perfect. I'm here with Xenia, who ran XPRIZE Foundation for years. Xenia, thank you for your time and talking with us this whole time. We're going to stitch the conversation we just had leading up to this moment of me introducing this overarching concept, which is finding people, if you're talent, and to allow a structure to reach all of the potential solution builders. I'm going to show quickly here. I just asked ChatGPT, what would those prizes look like? And what we're looking for is a leadership team for this. And as a leadership team, we're going to continue doing this exact thing of putting a video out there saying, here's what we need, here's the direction we're going, and finding the right people to get it done. So what I see here is, and Zenia, if you would help me basically structure this, I also want to introduce very quickly Grace Matalich here, who is amazing background in mental health and in AI and just has the most beautiful heart. And Bhavya, who has been a CTO at Persist Ventures running a similar program where over 250,000 people have gone through, selected top candidates and teams. But Xenia, I think you have some great insights on when we're looking for that person. So we're going to send this to 10,000 people. 1,000 of them are actually going to watch the full video. Out of that 1,000 that watch the full video, of course, we have a bottleneck ourselves where we can't look at a resume for this. We can't look at past experience. We need some show of capabilities. What do you think someone could do here? How do we design the prize to become the prize operator?
You need somebody with ultimate curiosity, not hung up on their own biases. You need a team that is going to be data-driven, science and engineering based. And what I mean by that is not necessarily scientists and engineers, but have to tie all the concepts back into hard science and engineering. It has to work by the laws of the universe as we know them today, right? The solution has to work and has to be based in that. So that's really important. And also you need somebody on the team that is focused, or a couple of people on the team that is also focused on the social mindset. and really understands the zeitgeist and what the youth, how youth operate in India today, what they really want, how do they actually engage, and know how to engage that huge swath of youth that India has, which is the powerhouse for their future. So those are some of the basic minimums you need. Somebody with ultimate
100%.
curiosity, some kind of design principles or some design training. We can also offer that to them. That's not hard to do, right? Some way to ground, so maybe some academic background that grounds everything in science and research. So we need people who are curious enough, but also want to do the deep research to back this up. Has to be a data-driven team, a team that works with great ideas quickly, which means you have to have the ability and the agility to look at an idea and say, good, bad, ugly, discard, next, and not get too hung up on one idea versus another, you know? And then last of all, for the first round, you have to understand the impact of what it is you're going to put out into the world. So somebody on the team who also understands and wants to understand what is the impact going to be socially, politically, economically, environmentally, for the solution to actually work. So those are the 5 things you need.
Amazing. I think in terms of youth curiosity and data-driven impact, I want to really tickle my younger self that might be listening, your younger self that might be listening, who has the curiosity. I want to open up the space for you to give them the data of what you know now, which I think really culminates in a sense of being able to brag. I want to open up space for you to brag because, it's amazing talking to you, being on the phone, hearing about what you've done in the fields you've operated in. It's mind-blowing because this is almost the perfect career. This career is ultimately devoted to saying, what are the world's biggest problems and how are we going to solve them? It's like, it's got that youthful curiosity built directly into it. It's that thing that you thought the world could work that way. And a lot of people who have that fire never find the pathway to actually let that grow.
Absolutely. It reminds me of, when I was in college in India, we were, this is, of course, pre-internet days, right? Forget pre-cell phone, pre-internet. A lot of your audience not even born yet. But we used to sit on the seaside in Mumbai and, till late at night, smoking bad cigarettes and hanging out and just talking about how we were going to change the world. And if we had the chance, what were the biggest things we were going to tackle, So we all have that spark within us. You get me a team of awesome people who really want to do this, 20, 25 of them, maybe even more. And I'll put together a workshop and we'll do that workshop definitely online. And if there's a chance, we'll do it in person too, when I'm in India next.
Let's go.
And I just want to say to anyone hearing that, and this is where I want you to brag. I need you to give them the data-driven insight into just how awesome that is. Because I think when I was younger, I used to look at some prizes and opportunities like this, and I thought they were like the lottery. For some reason, I felt like they were beyond me, above me. And I remember having the curiosity and wanting to do the things, but listening to the dogma of the standard world of this standard career path. And so what's being offered here is the ultimate opportunity, I think. It's to say, go live the greatest life possible, the greatest story possible, working on the most amazing things with the most amazing people and with you yourself, because you are a literal legend and rock star. And that's where I can't do it justice of just how much your life path and story has changed the world, the people you interact with in the rooms that you're in, and how much good is out there trying to do good and to connect with that youth, which has that potential?
Well, the good, is the ultimate amplifier, the magnifier, the exponentiality that we all seek and talk about, right? And what I'm just offering is, just through my experience, some lessons, a little discipline with it. Like, how do you actually do this? And I'll show you something that I just created on a plane ride, a few days ago. If I can find it here. But this is what I mean. You just never stop learning about any of this. This is my new 10 steps for for a moonshot using exponential technologies that we see today, but also using the exponentiality of the problems that we are facing today. The pace of life, the speed of the magnifying effect of these problems is really racing ahead. Even from 2020, from the pandemic, post-pandemic onwards, right? 2020 to 2025, we were not seeing these kinds of shifts in half a decade as we're seeing in this decade, right? In the next half of this decade alone, 2025 to 2030, we're going to see immense shifts with steps towards AGI, for example, right? So we are in an accelerated time. So even what I designed and followed in terms of how to design a prize or how to do a moonshot, even that keeps changing month to month, year to year. And I'm constantly, it's literally on a napkin because that's all I had on the plane, but it's, but the napkins never go away. We need to have this level of agility in our lives and in our thinking to move away from dogma and to really charge forth with extreme agility, extreme curiosity, but to quickly put it into action. See, does this work? Does this not? Oh, it doesn't. Great. I'm going to ditch this idea, move to the next. So get a team together who's excited about solving some of these large problems that we see in India and beyond. India is, as we've always talked about this since my international development days, which was like early 2000s. India is a great template. If it works in India, it'll work anywhere, So again, get a great team together. Let's train them and let's go.
Absolutely amazing. I think what you touched on is that youthful curiosity today is more powerful than ever.
Yep.
And what an exciting time to be alive for that. And
absolutely,
we're here to see all the people with that youthful curiosity, and what an opportunity to do the workshop with you. And we'll find some amazing candidates. I'm very excited.
It's cool.
Sounds great. Awesome. Wonderful. See what comes out.
Love your energy, Zenia. Thank you for that.
That's awesome.